I got another story for you. So I have two brothers. And when we were kids, me and one of my brothers, we just really didn't like potatoes. At all. Mashed potatoes are great, they have stuff in them, like butter and milk. These are those other potatoes you get with a side of, you know, like roast and stuff like that. You got those chunks of just cooked potato. This was like before sweet potato was invented. So you just get a whole bunch of potato chunks. Like nothing, they taste like nothing, they taste like hot nothing. So being the bratty kids we just didn't eat them. Just left them on the plate. Parents didn't like that very much. So my dad invented this thing called the potato fairy. The potato fairy would only come at night to children who had eaten all of their potatoes. So for kids who did eat their potatoes, she would tiptoe in at night, much like the tooth fairy, and leave, not money, but a nice little chocolate. Little Ferrero Rocher, if you get those where you are, probably. They're great. They're fantastic. It's like Nutella, nuts, crispiness, in a nice little... If you ate your potatoes, potato fairy would come at night, and she would leave you a Ferrero Rocher for the morning. And that worked so well. Like, I would eat my potatoes whenever we would get given them. Like, just, yeah, I'd eat other people's potatoes. I'll eat all the potatoes just so I could get this chocolate from the potato fairy. I worked for my brother too, like, you know, and then my older brother who already liked potatoes was just getting visits from the potato fairy as well. So it's like whoever ate their potatoes would get a visit from the potato fairy. So after a while, the potato fairy just sort of stopped showing up. So we eat our potatoes, wake up in the morning, and there was just nothing there. Potato fairy didn't even show. No potato fairy sweets. It's bullshit. After this happened like once or twice, you know, like the first time's forgivable, 2 times, me and my brother went up to my dad, and we were like, so, what happened to the potato fairy exactly? And my dad, being the honest, commendable person that he is, looked us in the eye and said, kids, I've got something to tell you. The truth is, the potato fairy's really sick. Sick? So this was really worrying to me and my brothers. Of course it was. The potato fairy was sick. That's not good. But it did mean that she was coming back. And with a payload. Like she'd missed like 4 or 5 potato appointments. That shit's coming back. Like we get a whole box of Ferrero Rochers. So a couple months passed. We're still eating all our potatoes, building up that payload. It didn't happen. For a really, really long time. So me and my brothers went up to my dad again, and we were like, what's the deal? What's the deal with Potato Fairy? Is she getting better? Should we send her flowers? What's going on? My dad, being the honest and commendable person he is, looks at us and says, kids, I gotta be honest with you. The Potato Fairy died. She's not real, or kids, I made her up so you would eat your potatoes. No, the potato fairy was dead, and it was probably our fault. Like, this was really traumatic for a kid, for like 3 kids, but especially for me. Like, I was sad for a really long time. I actually don't think he ever told us. I think we had to figure it out and then confront him with it later, and he's like, yeah, I made it up. He was dead. I guess it worked out. I mean, I still eat my potatoes in memory of the potato fairy. I mean, she worked to get us our chocolates up until her dying days. I can't just let that go. So I eat my potatoes. Eat your vegetables.